fifth matchup. Probably a little bit of the most hyped game in my opinion, at least with Super Bowl rematch, right? And that's Showstoppers versus Moneygang. Both prolific teams here. I think both, at least on paper, right? Both teams look good. So we'll start in the quarterback position for Moneygang, which is the one that's going to get the mention here, which Jalen Hurts just does Jalen Hurt things, right? Like he'll get you 24 and barely throw for like $160, $152. So that's kind of his thing. Like, that the floor is like right here. The ceiling could be all the way up here, but the floor is not even, it doesn't matter. The floor it's a high ass floor. So, he's going to be in the 20s basically every week, if not go a little bit crazier. But really the story of this matchup is going to be Derrick Henry, the ageless wonder. We should just call him Vino at this point. I mean, he's a specimen. It looked like he was going to crib everything. He had 32 points in our scoring. He's the RB1 of the week. 169 and 2. I mean, what else more can you say about him? He's incredible. Jahmyr Gibbs was able to find a way to get, himself into double digits with 10 points. And that's really all of note from the running back side. Wide receivers, at least the starting receivers, the only one of mention is going to be Rome Odunze for Showstoppers with 12. The other receivers were close to the double digits, but not there. Sam Laporta for Moneygang got 10 points. Trey McBride, I mentioned him already, but he got peppered a lot. It just kind of, they kind of went away from him a little bit. So he, 9 points from him. On the flexes, Judy is the one to note here for Moneygang with 10. Nothing to note for Showstoppers. And then the kickers, we get 2 salutes for the kickers. Mr. Loop for the Ravens with 14, and my boy Fairburn, if you know, 15. And then Jeff with a good start of the Commanders defense, 10 points. But, really what took this game over the top was that 1-2 of Jalen Hurts and Derrick Henry, that 32 and 24. So Rudy gets 131 to 90. 1-0 for Moneygang. Great way to start that year 2 campaign of potentially trying to repeat. And then Showstoppers is 0-1.